Dave and our trainers, and we'll determine, how he looks on field, how he cuts, and how he moves, and stop and change direction, his bend. And there's a lot goes into it. When you miss a few days, you got to make up for some things. You're a little rusty, so we'll find out more later on after this afternoon's practice. He's done a nice job. I hate to say it, we haven't done it a lot. In the last few days, we're getting back in the grind here, but I think as a whole, he hasn't gone backwards. He's gone forward. There's some things that we all need to work on, and he's not ready to quit practice yet. But I think he's gotten better, and we're continuing to kind of add him in when we can. And from a scheme standpoint, a personnel and a formational standpoint, where does all that fit? All right.
Are you comfortable with where the offense is at about a week and a half heading into a game against Missouri?
Well, to be quite honest with you, I'm never really comfortable, even day of, day after, 2 weeks before any game. So I don't know who can be overly comfortable. I'm confident in the fact that we have good guys. I can securely say that we have some experience on offense, and I think it means something to them. So I think there's some continuity and some chemistry, and they kind of feel it, and they've made some nice adjustments. But you know what? Hey, it's a long way off to game one, so we're just getting better, and we're trying to be the best West Virginia can be.
Are you happy with the progress that they've made since the last time that we saw them during the scrimmage?
They've done a good job. They've gotten better. Again, we do some things really good, and we do some things okay, and we do some things that aren't very good. So, but I think it's kind of a normal scenario in fall practice. But I think we have enough seniors, enough leaders to know that we're get better. A lot of it's going to help as you get into who you play and the next opponent and quit hitting on each other, and so now it gets a little more teeth into what we're doing.
How comfortable are you having Tony filling for Adam in week one at least?
Say it again, sir.
How comfortable are you with Tony Mateo filling in for Adam Pank at the guard spot starting again in the Missouri game?
Well, I think we got several players that could do that. I mean, obviously Grant could do a nice job for us and has done a nice job since he stepped up, and hopefully Tony continues to get better. And he's been a guy who's a proven guy. He's played before. So anytime you have a gentleman or a student athlete that's played before and has had success, I think that you got to feel good about that. You're not starting with a freshman. You're starting with a guy that kind of knows the calls, he knows the system, he knows odd, even, he knows the checks and balances. So yeah, that's part of the advantages that you have when you have good depth. Coach Crook's done a nice job in getting those guys going, and Coach Dorchester as far as recruiting standpoint.
Thank you.
Entering this mock week here, what are some things that you're going to be looking for out of the guys just as they're getting ready for next weekend?
I look for them to give everything they have, to strain as if this is the most important practice of the entire year. They have to look as if we cannot do anything other than gain major ground every day. There's no time to relax. There's no time to really sit back and think, this is a week before. No. This is the practice that'll make the difference on winning and losing. The next practice, that one's behind us. The other one's in front of us. This is the practice that makes the biggest difference, and that's winning the game. So there has to be a constant grind to get better. There's no stepping back.
And now, other than just the athletic ability, Coach Holkerson brought up some stuff like maybe some guys haven't traveled, getting sleep patterns, just eating on the right track. How do you kind of get those guys ready, in that sense, off the field as well, to be ready to prepare for this season coming up?
That's an interesting question because I don't know how you actually take a young player who's never done it before and just you try to do all you can do in terms of the stadium and put him in those scenarios to where he's with the travel team. But at the end of the day, that's part of maturing. You're going to have to go through that. And the biggest thing is pay attention to your assignment, pay attention to your job, get your eyes off the crowd, because nobody up there has anything to do with what's going on the field. Don't believe in the hype, and it isn't that big of a deal. Do what you're coached to do and do it the best you can.
Thank you.
What do you think is the biggest area of concern for you heading into game one? Like, what do you need the most improvement on?
Yeah, I think we need improvement on everything. I think we need to get better, not just Missouri week, I mean every week. So, and that's pretty standard operation. But I think we just need to keep getting better at situations. There's third down, there's red zone, there's goal line, there's just situations that we preach every day. Ball security, taking care of the football. Finishing plays. There's probably a top 6, 8, 9, 10 bullet point list that sometimes have nothing to do with the actual schematics, but more or less just your effort and your attitude and your intensity and the violence of the game, continuing to get better, playing fast, playing hard, ranging the points we need to get to, and just being more aggressive than the guy in front of you. So we're going to continue to preach those things.
Thank you.